And hello, everybody. Welcome on into my live stream. I'm your host, Rob from Cruising on the High Seas. How's everyone doing here today? Let's just take a peek in the chat and say welcome everyone in. Currently, we have no one in the chat. That's fine. You probably all are working your way in. And if you're catching the live stream, welcome. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Let's take a peek over on the Facebook side and make sure we're live on Facebook. Which it looks like we are live over there. So that's great on that end. So let's pop back on the streaming side and let's take a peek. All right. Let's just hold on a second. I have to get this taken off as I was having a audio delay. All right, let's say hello to our first person in the chat. Mrs. Najuma Brown. Hello, how are you doing today? Today, of course, is our open mic, so you are always more than welcome to pop on up. I will post the link right now for whoever wants to come on up. So you are always more than welcome if you would like to come on up today. I like to host these lives once a month to allow whoever like to pop on up and talk about whatever they would like, hopefully travel related. But if it's not, that's fine. Let's just keep it general. There's only a few topics today that I want to try and make sure we get covered. And we will go from there. So I will start it off. And we will talk about, lately we've been hearing about passengers have been going overboard. And this has been a trend. Unfortunately, not that long ago, I think within the week or so, a 43-year-old lady was cruising on Celebrity, I can't remember the name of the ship at this current second, in Alaska. And she managed to go overboard. That is very saddening to hear that she has gone overboard. Now, it sounds like it was no foul play at all. But, of course, if you are feeling stress or need to talk to someone, always reach out to family and friends and speak to them. And if you can't really speak to them, there is a helpline number that you can reach out to, and I will post the Canadian one right now, and later on I will post the American one. As you can see it just down below, coming across the screen there. So later on we will put up the American hotline number to call. But please do reach out to them if you need to speak to someone. All right, let's move on to the next one. And let's just move back over so I can see the chat. If anyone else does want to pop in and say hello, and of course I know I probably have some lurkers that just don't say anything, but currently at this moment I have no lurkers. But if you're a lurker, that's fine. Just come out the hi-ho, say hello, and then you can go back in your lurking hole. We're all very friendly here. I know, I stole that from Neo. To Travel Tour, I give you the credit. But moving on to the next one, and this one, and that's so bad I would feel, but I would be disappointed if it happened to me, is if you booked a cruise and it just happened to get canceled, but the ship is still sailing. And of course, in the back, you could probably notice my dog, Lucky. Yeah, he wants to lie there, but he's adorable. Yeah. Just lying back there going, I don't know what you're doing. Just leave me alone. But anyways, back to talking about cancellations and the ship's still sailing. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be too happy if my cruise did get canceled, but with what the cruise line is offering, and this one is referring to Cunard, they are offering 100% refund and, of course, a big 25% future cruise credit. And they're extending it all the way up to the end of December of 2024. Most cruise lines only would extend it out to the end of the following year. Cunard is giving you an extra year to extend it out. So to me, that would be great. But I'm going to pop over the chat quickly because I just saw one comment that I want to talk about, and I actually agree with what is being said. All right. Forgive me, I always forget your name. But good day. Eventually, one of these days, I promise I will remember your name. But welcome on in. And then, of course, we jump into this comment. That would be frustrating to be canceled. Yes. It would definitely be very frustrating. But you are getting an extra 25% for a future cruise. But, of course, you're also going to be dealing with potentially hotels, flights. Are you going to have your have that refunded or a policy there that so you don't lose money there? So that is always a concern. So that 25% may mean nothing to you because you may lose that or more just on the stuff that you're going to gain, but you're going to lose that on the end, on the beginning side. So I understand that fully. Oh, and then next in the chat is Mr. Sir Fordman, aka Kenneth Oakes. Hello everyone, I am typing through my phone. I'm not taking everyone one by one. Welcome on in, and of course he has shared everyone on, oh, here it is, on Facebook and YouTube. So just give me one quick second. Just gotta check something on the YouTube side. Make sure everything's all running correctly the way I want everything to. But But in the meantime, I'm going to share a video. Oops, there we go. Share a video with you all for an upcoming cruise as a promo. Here we go. I just noticed I had my mic still turned off. All right. So that is a video for Helping Hands for Cruising for an upcoming trip. And of course, the trip that it will be on is this one here, which I just got to pull it up for you all. Of course, if I can find it again. All right, well, I'm not going to go digging all for it, but it is. I have shared that video in the past because I don't think I can find it on the fly. But I will check my files one last time. Sorry for the delay, you all. I just had a very, very busy week. All right, no, I don't see it. Videos, let's try this. I don't think it'll be in there. No, it's not in there. All right. I'll have it for you guys on the next live I do. I'll try and get it arranged. So, yeah, so back to the Cunard. Yeah, it's 100% refund and a 25% future cruise credit that you can use until the end of 24. So, to me, that's not such a bad deal. And of course, if you would like to join me up on the screen, the link is in the chat, and I will post it again for anyone that has just came on in. So there you guys go. There's the link again. Excuse me, I had to clear my throat. So there's the link again. If you guys need it and you would like to join me up on screen, I do encourage you all to join me. The next one, I was a little disappointed in reading a bit, and yeah, I like to hear what you guys all think about this one. On Carnival Cruise Lines. Always seems to be Carnival. Don't know why. But on Carnival Cruise Lines, they are canceling, yes, I said canceling, some of their dining experiences. And the two that are popping up that they are going to be canceling is the chef's table, and on majority of all the ships except the Carlo Mardi Gras is their specialty dining, the Italian place. Now, and this is all being placed into effect until further notice. So, what does that mean? Now, some of you go, man, it doesn't mean nothing to me because I don't do specialty dining, which is okay. But for the ones that do it, what are you guys' thoughts about it? For me, I wouldn't be too happy about it, especially because I have booked the Italian restaurant and the chef's table. But unfortunately, it was not on the Mardi Gras. And that was in the past, of course. Unfortunately, I had to cancel that cruise out for health reasons. But if I was still going, I wouldn't be too happy. Now, don't worry, Kenny. This is only May. We are hoping, and I am praying, that this will all be fixed in time for your October cruise on the Carnival Horizon. But the reason why they are canceling is because of staffing issues. They don't have enough staff. And the chef's table can easily take 12 servers just to do the 12 people. So it's more like a one-to-one. But what are your all thoughts about it? This specialty dining being canceled. Let me all know inside that chat. And while you guys are doing that, I'm going to flip the banner over to the American hotline number. So there you guys go. There's the American hotline number. And that's referring to if you need to reach out to someone and don't know who to speak to, these people down here can help. But please do reach out to someone, as we all care about you. While you guys are all typing away in the chat, I'm going to share another video with you all. One of Kenneth Oak's favorite video. So let's try this one. And I will drop.
Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands are cruising, cruising. Helping Hands are cruising, cruising. Helping Hands are cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with Helping Hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising. Making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be a notion that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising. Making your dream a reality. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising. Making your dream a reality.
And yes, that video was made by Fat Matt Adventures. Thank you, Kenny, for sharing his link in the chat. And it is a great video. So, I have gone through all my topics for the day in this very short amount of time of 22 minutes and 21 seconds. So if you all would like to jump on up, chat, we can have a chat through this way, or you're always welcome to come on up. I typically only leave a couple topics for when I do my open mic, as I hope to have people come on up. So please, if you can, come on up. We can chat. In the meantime, I will cover a couple more things in my back pocket. I do have a mailing address if you would all like to, if you want to, not necessarily. You can always mail me something and I will open up live here on this show, which reminds me, something did come in the mail, but that person did not send to me. I did order it. So give me a quick moment and I will go grab it as it's within an arm's reach or two. Give me a moment. I'll be right back. And I am back. And here I am. Like I said, this person did not send to me. I did order it. I will make that disclaimer, but it is a fantastic shirt. It is from G&R. Guga and Rob. Also here on Facebook. Please do go check them out. Great content creators. I do accept other creators' merch, but of course, if you would like, you can send it to this address here, and I will open it up live here on this show. And of course, if you would like to support my channel more than just, hitting that like button, subscribing, and ringing the bell, you also have the ability to join my Facebook group, which is absolutely free of charge. I do encourage you to join the Facebook group, which I will try and post that link here for you all. Flip over back over to here. And there's the link to the Facebook group. If it doesn't work for some strange reason, just in the Facebook group, like engine, type in cruising on the high seas, and it should pop up. And if you have any issues, just come back, comment on one of my videos, and I'll help you out the best I can. And of course, there's also PayPal. If you just want to send me a PayPal, the link is in the description down below, and every video, live stream, and also in the About section. And if you want something ongoing, I do a Patreon where you do get some exclusive offers, and I will share some of them with you. Just give me a moment and I will pull them up for you. Patreon is one of the best things, to my beliefs, that you can do. Profile and tiers. Okay. So, starting off at the lowest amount, $1. And for this one, and this tier only, 100% goes straight to Helping Hands for Cruising. You get behind the scenes and bonus videos, live chat, live stream, Patreon updates, and of course, a shout out. The next one is I Paid My Fare. You get Patreon updates and behind the scenes bonus videos. And they keep just going all the way up to a max of $50. And the more you pledge in each tier, the better off it gets. So, if you would like something ongoing and bonus content and stuff like that, consider Patreon, and you won't be disappointed. So that's how you can support the channel a little bit more. But of course, in Patreon, you do get to know more things behind the scenes sooner than it comes released here on YouTube. So that's just my little spiel. It's up to you if you all would like to support the channel more or not. And of course, I'm happy with whatever support I receive. Totally up to you. Let's jump back into the chat because I did see a comment on here that I do want to talk about. Share live. Okay, there is a new ship cruising the Great Lakes Viking. It looks beautiful and very pricey. Okay, Jim was on it. We tried to see it in Detroit, but it was a very rainy and foggy day. Couldn't see. Okay, I didn't hear that one. But I imagine the newer ships, they do get very pricey. there is one ship I did look at, and the price wasn't all that bad for 18 nights. I think it was around $1,900 American. Going out of Southampton all the way into Galveston. And this is about November in 24. To me, that's not a very bad price. Yes, it was a Carnival ship, in case if you were wondering. I was considering it, but unfortunately had to veer it out. As I could not get the time off. But a very good price. So, but of course, newer ships are very pricey. All right, let's see what else is being said. Goes to Toronto also. 374 passengers, starting around $6,000 per person. Well, I wouldn't stop in Toronto because we don't have a cruise port. You could probably end up stopping around Quebec. I believe Quebec has the cruise port, but Toronto does not have a cruise port, at least that I know about. So we'll be passing through Toronto, but it won't be stopping here. All right, let's pop this banner down. And we covered all that, and yeah. So, but of course, like I said, pricings do get expensive for the newer ships. It does go to Toronto. It's a, okay. Okay, so yeah, okay. I understand you now. It does go to Toronto. It's a smaller ship. Okay, so it's... Okay, I was thinking like one of the bigger ships. As like the Mardi Gras or Ovation of the Seas, something like that. But it's one of the bigger smaller ones. So yeah, we could handle that in Toronto. But for $6,000 per person, that's pretty hefty. Even unfortunately, I would not pay that price. There he is. And of course, like I said again, if you would like to come on up, I will post the link one more time. The link is in the chat. All the more the merrier. Of course, later on, after this live stream, we will be doing a raid. We will be doing a raid over to Pump Travelers, as Larry will be having one of his lives with a special guest. I wonder who it's going to be. We do have a guest now in the basement, so let's bring them on up. I clicked on the wrong one. Yep, and sure behold, look who it is. It's Sir Larry. Are you good to come on up? Give me a thumbs up. Here's Sir Larry from Pump Travelers.
Hello.
Hello, Larry, and how are you?
I'm
I
good.
can hear.
Are we at a football game, Rob? You look like you're like one of those commentators, like Eric from Travel Adventures with Eric.
No, I'm not.
How come I don't have a background?
I don't know. That would be on your end,
4:30.
unfortunately.
Oh no, I'm going up to 7:20. Gosh, I want 7:20 there. There we go. Doesn't this one have green screen abilities? Anyway, still good. Hi, Rob. Sorry,
Hello.
I had some training today that it was supposed to start on Fridays, but right in the middle of it, without not right in the middle of it, they switched up the appointment from Friday to Thursday, and it was from 10 till 12, and I asked to be changed, so I have to wait to be changed back over to Fridays that I wanted. I told her, but anyway, I'm here now. I'm all flustered. So I was going to use that time in the morning to figure things out and for the show, but we're just going to wing it for today. It's at least to get
Hey,
us up running. But I spent many hours last night researching on what I wanted to do and for mine. So anyway, now I'm here with you.
awesome. And thank you for joining.
Yeah. How is everything? Everything cool?
Everything's all good. So, of course, not to throw you on the
I'm in chat.
spotlight.
Sorry. No,
Of
no,
course,
you won't throw me on the spot. I deal with being thrown on the spot pretty well, actually.
not to throw you on the spot. I'm not sure if you have just joined on in or if you've been in right in from the beginning, just listening.
No, I just
But
just
but
got finished my appointment and everything.
okay, but some of the topics that we talked about was talking about passengers going overboard,
Mhm.
to cruises being canceled, and of course, unfortunately, some dining experiences being canceled. So, what's your thoughts in regards to those topics? If you
Well,
want to talk about, of course, if you want to talk on this live or the next upcoming live, or best of all,
well,
both.
I am on your live. Oh, I got a little scratch there. I just want to say first, Meg, what's up with this? I come in the room and I scare you away. Is that what's going on, Meg? Rob can't stay heading into another meeting, but wanted to say hi, but only said hi to Rob, but not me.
Oh,
I can get that.
well, hello,
Thanks,
hello, Meg.
friend.
I, Larry, I don't know what I did. I did not pay Meg
Mhm,
off to say hello to me. Let's
mhm.
make that clear.
So I tried this new thing out, and I'm going to try it on my live. Notice my glasses, how they're up a little bit.
Hmm.
And now, do you see any glare?
I see no glare.
So this is what I've figured out, and I'm going to try this. I'm gonna be with you till the end anyway, so till we go
Yeah.
live online. But what I'm gonna do, oh great, I can't. Here we go, right there. So what you do is you bend the arms, and it tilts them forward. These are just cheap, well, not cheap. They're like $40 for these reading glasses, which is pretty cheap to getting brand new stuff from your eyeglass place. And what it does is it tilts it forward and it creates a different angle. So you're not getting that glare from my lights and stuff, right? You know what I mean? You can see the lights up there or the computer screen. And that was the problem that I was having with these glasses like this. You can always see, you know, my computer screen in the middle of it. So this is what I figured out. Well, because these are only readers, these aren't my prescription ones, and they're cheap. So I figured it out. Just do that, and there you go. I can still see the screen because I need it to see the screen and stuff like that. So I just wanted to say that. But I did want to mention something because you were on topics, and I don't mind saying this. We'll say it on the live as well. I just want to comment about this people overboard. Um, I'm pretty fairly new to the cruise community, but I've grown attached to it, and it's like family to me. And this has been concerning for me. I'm hearing a lot of these stories,
Hmm.
but what I wanted to say is that yes, it's concerning, but realistically, it's going to happen. Some might sit there and think because it's in the media so much that here's a problem, man. Hey, everybody's going overboard. We got to stop this and all that, and that's what the media is making it look out to be. Oh, another person overboard and suspended the search for the bodies. And yes, it's not normal for people to fall overboard. but it's not as bad as they wanted to make it out to be. And I just wanted to mention that. The cruise community and the cruise corporations, I'm family, right? And I don't like the negative publicity that it's given to this. And I'm starting to hear more and more people are commenting, "Oh God, and not another one!" And prayers for the family, obviously.
Correct.
All the people that have perished and stuff. But I think it's important that that we shouldn't put these cruise lines down because we're hearing in all this, right? I personally believe it's there's a lot of, well, it doesn't matter where you are, you still have people committing suicide, so there's that. But there's also, there's alcohol involved, but it doesn't matter. People go out and get drunk and in the bars and walk out the door and get hit by cars. The same thing. So why aren't they, advertising that all the time? It's just the media is making this out too much. Well, they're also doing it with the P word, the C word.
Yeah.
They're overblowing that as well, like with all these things going on the cruise ships. It's going to happen. Yes, they're saying that that this new variant is very contagious, and I believe it is. I'm not one of those people that say it's fake and all that kind of stuff. But me personally, because I had it, I'm not going to go out on a limb and say, well, no, it's just like a cold, man, or flu. That's not what I'm trying to say when I say that I had it and it wasn't as bad. I still had breathing problems. Ananda ended up in hospital. For those that don't know, Ananda's my wife. I brought it home from my first cruise in March and ended up passing it on to Ananda. And she went in the hospital for 6 days, very low oxygen. Both of us had very low oxygen. And fortunately enough, I didn't have to go, but sadly, Ananda ended up going. And so for the most part, yes, it was unbearable. Yes, it was like flu, but it also had that component of the breathing part, which you don't see a lot in like normal regular flus. And that's the thing that I see as different. But I'm also vaccinated, but not boosted. I got 2 shots. That's as far as I decided to go. I have my own reasons why I never went farther. But so I there's no way anybody could sit there and say, well, because I'm boosted, I did this, and because Ananda's not vaccinated, she ended up in the hospital. That's not why. But it's everywhere you go. You're hearing, like I've heard of non-vaccinated or vaccinated people saying that didn't affect them. There's even some saying it didn't even do nothing, really, the asymptomatic stuff, right?
Correct.
So me personally, I think that yes, it's much more contagious as in the original C word, but I don't think it is as dangerous. Now, I want to emphasize on that I'm not saying it's not dangerous. That's not what I'm saying. But I wanted to say that it's not as dangerous, and I don't think we need to use the same level of how do I say it? I don't want to say paranoia. A lot of people use paranoia, and I've used it in the past, and I don't want to say paranoia. They're a little bit too overcautious, and their actions make it seem like we need to stay like it was in the beginning, like it's killing millions, and lock the doors and everything. Yes, we still need to take precautions. Me personally, when I go out to like I just went out to the grocery store the other day, I'm wearing a mask. When I was on the ship, I didn't. But truthfully, yes, it caused some negative stuff, but it mentally helped me to enjoy my cruise. It made me feel like I was back to life again. Enough of this crap. I wanted to get out and enjoy life. And where I live here in Powell River, it's a pretty closed community, so I was a little bit cabin fever. So yeah, I went on the cruise, and yeah, I ended up catching it. But yeah, there's a lot of people catching it. And I'm hearing a lot more stories, people coming back on cruises and gotten it. Yes, it sucks. Even flu sucks. So It's everywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't think we should change anything other than, you know what, if you want to wear your mask, I think you should. If you don't want to, hey, that's your choice. Wash your hands. If you're uncomfortable around people, don't go out around people, right? You know, stop controlling others from doing what life should be all about, you know. To me, it's just a little bit overprotecting societies by, you know, implementing all these controls. That's my opinion. It's a control. You know,
Yeah.
I'm afraid you need to do this because, you know, because I'm afraid. So to me, that's still a control, and I don't think we need control. I think we need, you know what, education is more important than this. You know, nope, you're going to have to do this and do that and blah blah blah. So if you're afraid to go on a cruise, and because of these viruses, don't go on a cruise. I have one. My next one's booked in October, and I can't wait. Woohoo! Now, I will be honest. I will probably wear a mask in certain situations. I don't want to say I'm going to wear it through the whole cruise, and I might not wear it through the whole cruise. But there's going to be situations where I might consider doing it a little bit, be a little
Yeah.
bit more cautious.
And of course, under that topic point,
Yeah,
if you wear one, don't wear one. All, of course, naturally, we would all ask is be respectful for the ones that do choose to wear one and don't choose to wear one.
that's right. Yeah.
That's all we ask.
Yeah, we don't need to be this way. We're all loving. We all should be loving people, and be respectful of others and stuff like that. This isn't about, you know, I need to bow down because you're afraid of it. This isn't about that anymore. In the beginning, it was. I personally believe it was much more serious. But I personally, the way I'm looking at it, because we've had so many variants, variants from what I understand, I'm not no scientist and nobody else is, so nobody can argue their points, is that variants mutate off of something else, which means it's diluting, if you can think of it in that context or whatever. Um, so it means it's weakening it. Although the problem is people are hearing that it's more contagious, so they're still thinking it's still like the beginning stage and where it's going to kill everybody else. It's not as dangerous. It's dangerous, but it's not as dangerous. So yes, still we need to take precautions, but we don't need to lock down everything. Let's get life back to normal. Well, normal, but
The new
the
normal.
new normal. Yeah. Wear your mask if you want to, right? You know, I actually think it's a cool idea. I don't like wearing them, but I think it's a cool idea. I guess I thought it was really strange in the beginning before this, and I've seen a lot of cultures, without pointing anyone, that they were wearing them. It's like, what the frig? Like, why are you wearing them?
Which I want to touch that topic a little bit
Well,
at my work prior to this pandemic.
yeah, because yeah,
I
you work in the travel industry.
I work in the travel industry, as if some of you may or may not know. Before this pandemic, I would see people with masks on. I would even see them with these like what do you call them, like white suits on, like
Oh, contamination suits and all that.
contamination suits, walking through. It's like,
Hazardous suits, sorry. Yeah.
yeah, hazard suit. It's like what's that for? Like, are you scared that we're gonna give you something, or? But all of a sudden, they're now popular.
What's that phobia of germs? The germophobia.
Yeah.
To me, that's where it's gotten to a lot of people. It became a germophobia. There's nothing wrong with keeping everyone safe, but you can only keep everyone safe to a certain point, right? And that's why I personally, I have no problem saying it on live, that I disagreed with mandatory. Controlling people is what I see that as. But there's nothing wrong with trying to say, trying to create a situation where you're going to kind of get people to be respectful, right? You know what I mean? But so in that case there, if you found somebody that's running around that they don't care about and they don't respect you, well, you know what? You change your situation. Instead of breaking the law of your country that, you know what, we have a right to do this or whatever, why not just change the situation instead of taking control away from a human being? That's my own personal feeling, right? And I'm okay with receiving anything from that. I'm
Yeah.
a loving, caring, compassionate human being. I love all of humanity, all animals, everything living or not living in this planet. I'm a Christian, all that kind of stuff. And so that's just my personal opinion, right? You know, I'm not against your opinion. You can have your opinion.
True.
So
And of
anything
course,
else we're talking about too? What else? What else are you talking about, Rob?
we will also talk about some cancellations with Cunard. They are cutting down their capacity.
There's more than actually just Bernard, actually.
That's the only one I've heard, but I
Oh
imagine
yeah,
there are
there's
there's
multiple.
many others out there.
Yeah, well,
And just with Cunard, they were offering 100% refund and a 25% future cruise credit extended out to 2024 of December.
for those that are already booked, is what you're meaning. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you gotta be booked to be canceled simply
If it's
because
the cruise
of
line
staff.
canceling it, um, I agree with the full refund. I actually, my first cruise, I won't say how much, but I've said it before, but I don't really want to keep saying it. I got some onboard credit. To me, I think that was a lot for them canceling it, even though I was still able to transfer what I had already paid on their cruise to another one. Like I just, like I'll give you an example. Like I paid for an airline ticket. I don't mind them allowing me to transfer it to a new flight. I disagree with them only giving you a year because I just lost $755 by them expiring. I don't agree with expiration. If they can force, what do you call them, gift cards to have no expiration dates, they should be able to stop this. You know, your cancellation fees from your flight should be able to be transferred on. You know, I'm okay if they don't give me back my money. I'm okay with that. Just allow me to spend that money on something else, right? You know, but that's business. That's where these businesses
Yeah,
go.
or even if they transferred it onto a gift card for you.
On a gift card, whatever. Uh, Again, I don't mind them keeping it within the business. They're still going to do it. You know, I made the effort to go to this company and spend my money on their product. Yes, you know, I should get my product, but I chose. There's that. Them, yes, but compensation, I think what I got for onboard credit for compensation, because I got all my money back and transferred onto another cruise plus OBC, that was, even though it's still from the company, it's still, you're still buying product with their money is really what you're doing. And to me, I think that's a lot. But now again, I'm a new cruiser, so you know, who am I, right? You know, but I don't agree with them having an expiration date. I don't like that. I want my money. It's like I said, I lost $755 because I couldn't spend my money a certain way. It's because the problem was I bought an airline ticket for me and Ananda, right? But it was a $755 for both of us. But Ananda's unable to travel, so I thought, hey, I have $755 to spend on travel. No, because it was in two names. They only allowed me to use half of that, and at that point, I couldn't do any trips. It was impossible for me to spend it, so I had to let them eat my $755, which I think is unfair. You know, but that's business.
Yep. So like it's great that they are offering an additional 25% extended out to December of 24. That's great.
So that's Bernard. So what I wanted to say though, there's a few cruise lines, and that we'll just speak of the cruise lines that are having difficulties with staff. Obviously, you said about the Carnival and all that kind of stuff.
And of course, I just want to touch base on this one here. Larry will be going on the Horizon in
Carnival
October.
Horizon, October 15th, 23, or sorry, October 15th to the 23rd, 2022. It is out of Miami, and it is going to Aruba, Bonaire, La Romana, Dominican, and Amber Cove, Dominican, and back to Miami. It's an 8-day cruise, and it's a group cruise for Helping Hands for Cruising. I'm sure Rob has explained this before to everyone.
course.
Yeah, I can't wait. But so I'm not too worried about this lack of staffing. That's what I wanted to bring up here. It's understandable. Like, I don't understand everybody, freaking out because the staff. Yes, we want a certain product or whatever, but it's have some compassion and understanding to why all this is. It's not like these cruise lines are saying, you know what, it's another business decision to take all your money. It's a decision that they have to make. Like when I was on my very first cruise in March on Carnival Panorama out of Long Beach, I had a great time, but I didn't get mad because the cabin steward said can only take one choice of room service, or not room service, beds, or whatever that's called, room servicing. um,
Servicing the room.
so I guess pre-pandemic they would do two services, one in the morning and one at night. But he said due to all this, they had and staff shortages that they could only do one service, which is one service in the morning or one at night. You choose, and I always choose the morning because it's just like going to a hotel. You wake up in the morning, do your thing, go out, come back, and your room's made. You can have a clean room, right? It's just that's my thing. And so, but I didn't get mad because I didn't get that twice a day service like I guess they used to do for chocolates. Is that true, Rob?
I don't know about chocolates, but I know back in 2018 and 2019, because I always have cruised Norwegian. I haven't done no other cruise line as of yet.
And I've only done the one Carnival so far. So,
but they used to do tallow animals, and in 2020 they were gone.
Oh, really? Oh, so
Carnival, but then of course with other cruise lines they still do it.
But again, it's all based off like the story, like you're saying though, Rob. It's the staff is short. Most of the cruise lines, their staff are foreigners from foreign countries, and due to all these restrictions, it's been very difficult for them to bring them back because they only work 6 to 9 months or longer or shorter contracts. And so, of course, they got to go back to the country, but to come back to the U.S. or wherever wherever that cruise line's going out of, it's been difficult because of all the restrictions. So obviously, they're going to have a hard time getting the staff in here. So that gives us the right because we paid $1,000 for this perfect vacation, and now they're ruining it for us because they're short-staffed. Sorry.
And of course, what also needs to be remembered is when you are short-staffed, it is also going to affect your business profit line.
It's going to affect you. It's a snowball effect. It's going to affect you everywhere.
It's going to hit you other effects. Yes, you hate canceling out. Like, for example, one of the other topics that I was brought up today on this live was talk about Carnival canceling dining services.
Yeah.
For example, the chef's table.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big hit that they're going to cancel that one out. The Italian restaurant, except on the Carnival Mardi Gras, they're keeping that one going. But all the other fleets,
and they're temporarily closed down the pizza places from I think 3 a.m. till what was it? 3 a.m. till 10 a.m. or something like that. I think it was.
Yeah. I would just like to say hello to the place you may go.
Oh, the places you can go. That's my friend from Powell River. He lives here. He's my friend, Dave.
Your friend Dave. Well, welcome in, Dave. I believe you're fairly new to my channel. Thank you for subscribing.
He's probably new to your channel, but he's not new to. He does the same thing as me for work.
Ah, he's another TA.
Yeah, he actually started not too much. You're not brand new, Dave. Brand new.
Well,
Maybe not brand new to your channel.
brand new to my channel.
Yes. He's really nice. He yeah, he lives here in Powell River with me. Um, he's going. Well, actually, he's about to go somewhere else to work. I'm very jealous where he's going to work. Hey, Dave, tell them where you're going to work, Dave.
I'm gonna guess Vancouver.
Well, no. I'll let him say where he's going to go work for a while. It's a dreamy place for people that's never been to Canada. um, really nice guy, but he's also been on cruise. He loves Disney. He's a really big Disney cruise fan. He just took his kids and family to Disneyland. Yeah. Are you still here, Dad? Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
There. He just said what he's going to be doing.
Guiding in northern Alaska for a couple months.
Northern Saskatchewan.
Now,
So
when you say guiding, what are you referring to guiding?
he's a fishing guide. Rob, have you seen things about northern Saskatchewan?
No, I
Have
have
you been
not.
to the prairies?
I haven't been out to the prairies.
Oh, okay. So, okay, have you been into cottage country
Cottage
in Ontario?
bits and pieces, but more of in the wintertime, maybe just up to like Blue Mountain or stuff like that.
So you've never been up there in the summer times or anything?
No. No,
Um,
not that I can
okay,
think of.
so it's basically lots of water, lots and lots and lots and lots of water and wilderness, animals, wildlife. Because I did this, I worked in Fort McMurray in the oil fields, but that was in the winter. But I've been through the prairies numerous times, man, during the summer, and I've never been to where he's going. But I do know what he's going to be doing. Like he said there, I take people to catch and release fishing. That's dreamy. Like those are like you're staying in a resort in the middle of nowhere in the wilderness, and and then they fly you in, fly you out, and oh man, I'm jealous, Dave.
Yeah, I would be too.
But he's leaving, I think, in a week. He's going up there for a few months. Then he's coming back, and then he's got these like he's like almost like a Dewey. He's got like a I think he's got 5 cruises booked.
Oh, he's like a mini me of Dewey.
Yes. Yeah, he would. I don't know if he knows Dewey or not. Oh, so he's leaving on Tuesday. There we go. Wollaston Lake Lodge. I don't know where that is, but northern Saskatchewan. A lot of people think prairies, and they think, and you can even relate this to America as well, but everybody relates the prairies, the flatlands, as boring. Man, I love especially in the summer. Now the winters, I've been in Saskatchewan in January, and it is freaking cold. Although you see my photo from when I was up in central BC at Christmas time, minus 48.
In your shorts.
In my shorts. So it was cold, but not like the prairies cold. But in the summertime, the farmers' fields and the sun and the straight lines of you can just put on your cruise control and have some way of keeping your steering wheel straight, and you can do that for like hours. It's beautiful. Oh, but where he's going, it's more wilderness because I did that with Fort McMurray, but I was working. I didn't get to enjoy it like he's going to be, guiding and going fishing. Good for you, Dave.
Yeah.
Dave, you got to make sure you send me some photos of where you are, man. Maybe I'll come up for a visit, although it is out of my price range to go do some of that work. Still a couple feet on the of ice on. Oh, wow. Interesting. Take some photo and video, Dave. Send it back to me, man. Then I'll come visit you. Or friend, wink wink. Hook me up, yo. Do they need like a dishwasher or something?
Uh, but yeah, no, like I was mentioning, like canceling the chef's table. That's a big hit, and I hope that they have it back in place for you guys when you go on your cruise in October on the horizon.
Yeah.
But
Now,
to me, that's something I would definitely want to look forward to.
I'm sad because of the people that want it. I was signed up for it, and actually I was signed up with you, but we both canceled. But now I'm back on the cruise again. I'm sad for the people that it's affecting. I really am, but I'm okay. You know what I mean? If it were to happen, um, it doesn't matter to me what it is. I'll still go on this cruise and still enjoy what it is. To me now, I'm not spending $20,000 on a luxury suite to go on this cruise. Yes, I do understand that part of it, and you want your money's worth and stuff like that. But me, I'm a budget traveler, so it's not really affecting me personally that much. I can see it affecting others, and I'm sad for
Yeah.
that. But it's out of their control. It's not like they're doing this on purpose to make your cruise hell. You know, yes, I've only been on one cruise, but I've been following the cruise community for since October of two. Actually, I started my YouTube channel October 24th, 2019. And at that time, just before that, I started watching everybody in the cruise community. And so I used to spend 50 to 60 hours a week watching cruise content. I've watched so many people go on cruises. Now I've cut that way back. It's really hard when you follow over 500 channels, not all cruises. I follow about, I'm going to say 250 cruise channels alone, just cruising. And so, yeah, I see a lot of cruise content all the time. So, yes, I've only been on one cruise, but I do know a lot about cruising. And plus, I also have a different attitude. I've done some, what do you call it? All-inclusive vacations. You know what I mean? Ananda and I got married in Mexico at a resort. We went to I had met Ananda in 2012. 3 months? Yeah, 3 months later, I was taking her to Mexico to my niece's wedding. While there, we fell in love and came back 2 years later and got married on. Yes, we did. We got married on the beach. And so I have experience, with that kind of thing too and stuff like that. But again, it's these businesses aren't necessarily doing it. And the reason why I want to say that, because there is I was watching a video last night, and there's airport secrets that nobody necessarily knows about. They don't really tell people about it. But there's some financial things, with the way things are set. It's like going to a casino and they put the most expensive things in certain areas so you'll spend more money. And there's a lot of that going on. Yes. But in this case here, it doesn't take rocket science to figure out that, there's a problem going on with staffing, and it's going to be that way. And everybody just needs to be much more patient and understanding and learn to deal with it. With that.
Well, we are at almost top of the hour of 4 o'clock my time, 1 o'clock your time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got 4 minutes to get over to my channel and set up.
Yeah. So I know. So let's start heading the raid on over to Sir Larry from Pump Travelers.
I'm going to let you go first, so it'll give
Yeah.
me time to set up first before everybody starts coming over.
Yeah. So thank you for coming on in.
Thank you for having me, Rob.
Yep. And the
You
link
too.
is in the chat. So we will see you over there in less than 4 minutes. So let's start heading our way over to Sir Larry from Pump Travelers as he's about to start his live in under 4 minutes. Thank you all for joining on in, and we will continue this conversation and much more in his live. Until then, I will see you on the high seas. Bye for now.